this,
bro.
But clearly,
Is it my problem?
Let me ask
What I've got, is it my problem?
Let me ask you a question.
No, ask yourself. Is it my problem?
Wait.
You rally around, you will rally around, you will rally around, you will rally around, and you will also rally around.
And we are live from the In My Opinion podcast. We have survived Summer Walker's album.
Amen.
We are still alive, some of us.
I ain't listened to it.
That wasn't the point.
I listened to it myself. I bet you listened to it.
That wasn't the point.
The
point was women having listened to it are moving mad.
Wait,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Question is,
what do you mean mad in what way? So I've not been living in the real world. What's going on?
Obviously, she's going for the
Have you listened to it?
I haven't listened to it yet.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
Okay.
I wouldn't deny it. Anyway, it's your boy Amanda the Fourth, aka Mr. Sakali. You know what it is.
DT, aka Designated Transporter. You already know.
It's your boy Uzi, aka Uzama. Come on.
And today
we have
in the building
none other than gang.
Introduce your boy.
Who are you? Why am I introducing you?
I'll introduce myself. My name's Ian. I run a business called Those Great Moments, aka TGM, and we specialize in wedding photography, videography, photo booths.
This guy means business, isn't it?
I like, man just asked you for your name.
I was told I have to give everything in it.
I'm into fintech. I do this.
I'm into tech.
I'm business partners with Elon Musk.
That's it, man. That's us, bro.
Ian, those great moments.
Yeah.
This is a great moment, by the way.
No, I definitely believe that.
This is a great moment. Thank you for coming on the pod.
We've been trying to get you on for a while now.
I've been begging to come on for a while. You lot keep lodging me, fam.
No, not you lot.
He keeps lodging me.
Is it me or him? Why is it me? Everyone here know your friends equally.
Yeah, no, that's facts.
So why are you pointing at me?
It's all of you.
But listen, that don't matter. You're here now.
I'm here. That's it.
God's time is the best time.
Amen.
And I believe this is God's time. So we're here now. Let's go.
We have to end the year with a bang, you know.
There you go. Let's get into this. You know what I mean?
No, I think I've been looking forward to this episode because I feel like this is one where we can definitely give some good advice to the viewers. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Especially talking about your life. I think we're going to focus on, you know, how you managed to navigate the change of career and go from being employed to self-employed, all the pitfalls you went through, all the good things you went through. It'll be good to just advise the people then. You know what I'm saying? So obviously we know you work, you got your business because you kind of leaped forward and told everybody about
Jumped
that.
the gun.
Oh, did I? I thought I was supposed to introduce it.
So, but take us back. So before those great moments, what were you doing? What was going on?
Yeah, so before TGM, I was a business analyst and project manager. I was working in the bank, like them, man. So,
Like them, man.
You into banking?
Yeah, I was into it. Yeah, it was like investment banking, that kind of stuff.
Are you sure?
What? Well, like Sakali and them,
like them, man. Like Sakali and them, man. Cool. Yeah, so I was also into tech, like them, man. Yeah, so it was mainly like software development. So I was managing software projects, and I was also a business analyst on software projects as well. So that's what I was doing. Yeah,
sounds like a very lucrative career.
I mean, it is in general. And at that age, it was decent. Do you know what
age was this?
25, 26, 27.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was very
How did you
decent.
get into it? Because we feel like, we always say, like, as black people, to get into those kind of roles in banking.
Other than sport, entertainment and stuff like that.
For me, I feel like the easiest way to get into those things is through consultancies. Okay. So like Accenture, Capital. I don't know if you know about these companies, but what they do is they recruit you, then they train you, and then they place you in these like big banks and big companies, innit? Yeah, so
that's how you got yours, yeah?
Yeah, that's how I got mine. Yeah.
Quick question as well, just furthering into that as well. So for people that might even wanna, because obviously you had a career change, but for people that have like, you know what, that career that you had originally sounds interesting. So like, for example, like, what sort of qualifications or whatever did you need to have to get into even that position in first place for people like Accenture, Capital, those people to kind of pick you up?
I feel like you probably need just a standard degree, like a first degree minimum.
All right.
A lot of the people that I was on the program with were into all sorts. Like it wasn't like a specific business degree or IT degree. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone did history and got in.
Oh, wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? So as long as you have a degree, I feel like they can train you.
So it doesn't matter what your background.
Yeah, you need to have an interest. So you have a degree, have the interest, and they'll take you and train you. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
man.
Dope. That's dope. Okay.
So it's good. I recommend it. It's a fun career. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
So I just want to ask. So obviously you left that, didn't
Yeah.
you? And you decided to. I believe obviously you didn't just leave straight away. What was you doing at the time? Obviously, what was a side venture or side business, side hustle at that time that you was doing?
So obviously the whole business that I do now is wedding photography, which
Right.
is photography, videography.
Right.
And I picked up that interest back in like 2013.
Wow. Okay.
Basically, I graduated from uni. I couldn't get a job, so went and bought a camera, like following my dad around and stuff. So I kind of got into it there.
So was your dad? Was your dad? Into
Yeah,
that?
my dad was into it, but you know African dads, innit? They're not really like
Fully.
They don't take it seriously enough to turn it into something big.
Yeah, okay,
Do
yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
see what you
saying?
mean, yeah, yeah.
Theirs to them, it's just like, oh, I finished my job Saturday. Let me go and do something extra.
As an extra, okay.
As an
that's what
extra,
you mean.
yeah. So obviously, I used to follow him around doing that whilst I was looking for my proper career job.
Okay,
Do you know what I'm
dope.
saying? So that's how I kind of got the interest for it.
Right. Dope.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of got into it. And then obviously I was doing it side by side when I officially got my job side by side. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
that was the...
And then what made you then? Obviously, at what stage? And also, what was the turning point for you that says, you know what, I'm gonna quit this decent career, like you said at that time, and just leap into this. Because you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if it's gonna be successful. You don't know. You know what I mean? So you just delve in. So what made you do that?
You know what it is? For me specifically, things were slightly different because I had already started my side business and it was kind of working already before I left. So it's not like I completely left a proper full-time job to go and just jump in something which wasn't guaranteed. Do you know what I'm saying? I already had clients. The business was already working. Do you know what I'm saying? And I felt like if I just had a little bit more, I could definitely match my current income and just sustain myself. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to make the leap. So I wouldn't advise someone to just quit their 9 to 5 and just go and jump into a business unless you have a proper passion or you kind of have it running already. Do you know what I'm saying? That's my biggest advice to people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I see a lot of people, oh yeah, I've quit my job, starting a business, and then 6 months later you're back in the same job. Do you know what I'm saying? To me, it doesn't make sense.
So when you left your job and then you started your you continue, like you went full time into your side hustle, did you have any regrets? Like, did anything happen? You're like, oh, actually, nah, I wish I went back.
Yeah, bro. I'll keep it 100. Like, so my actual plan, was 2018 quit my job. 2019 travel because I'd saved. I was able to sustain myself.
I was going to ask you the time
limit.
stamp.
I'm proper jumping the gun, innit?
No, you're doing that's it. You're answering it before, because I was going to
Yeah.
ask you that. Yeah, go on.
2019, go traveling for a year and just
Dope.
like one country a month basically. And then 2020, get cracking like properly on the business, innit? Obviously, I did 2019. 2020 came and, you know what I'm saying, they just made things go left.
Yeah.
So for pretty much that year, I wasn't really doing much. Do you know what I'm saying? And the only way I could sustain myself was to pivot.
Okay.
So we had to move from doing like wedding photography and I had to look into property photography, for example.
Okay.
Because people still selling houses.
Yeah.
And they were doing online viewing,
Online viewings, yeah.
that's true.
So we I kind of had to be smart and go into that and hold myself for the year. And then obviously 2021, things opened up again. So we were able to get a crack in, do you know what I'm saying?
It's nuts because I've known this guy for a long time. It seems like you quit your job a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So you mean you only quit in 2018?
Yeah, 2018. I quit
That's
my job.
mad. This is like
long,
bro
innit?
quit some time ago. It feels like
No,
you've
but
been
if you
doing
think
this
about
for time.
2018 is 3 years ago, bro. A lot for a standard entrepreneur, 3 years is a lot of time to do something. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's a lot of
okay,
time.
okay.
But really and truly, I've only been active for 1 year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Knowing you that and knowing you've been active like forever. Like, I'm talking about at least the last 4 or 5 years from.
Damn, that's
from
what
at
it
least
feels
from for me. Yeah,
juggling both.
Now you saying like 2018. I'm like, whoa, that's like just yesterday. To be honest with you, that's crazy. Wow.
So
man.
what did the regret look like though? So did you actually consider
Bro,
going
it
back?
was peak, bro. People in my ear, like my mum.
Yeah.
Oh, see?
That's what I'm
You quit
thinking.
your
Like,
job,
bro.
what was your African mum saying, bro?
obviously-
Your Nigerian mum.
Where
Ghanaian,
sorry. Yeah, where in my house I was like the main, like, you know what I'm saying, paying for
Breadwinner.
everything in the
Yeah.
house. My dad obviously went to Ghana, went to go live there. So in my house I had to like look after the house, innit? So quitting my job put pressure on all of us, really and truly. Do you know what I'm saying? The kind of income I needed to sustain wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'd taken out a big finance as well, my
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of things that were just trying to, you know what I'm saying,
Must have
batter me
been
from
under a lot
different...
of stress, innit?
Yeah, there was pressure still.
Saying? What was your mum saying?
My mum, yeah, she's supportive,
Yeah.
but she worries a lot.
Yeah,
And you
of
know,
course.
There'd be little subliminals here
bare
and there, innit?
subliminals,
Like,
bro.
oh.
It was the subliminals. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, your mum's worrying, and she'll say, "Oh, why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that?" But
Why don't you just go back?
You have a vision, innit? So for me, it was the main battle was sustaining my vision and also trying to manage the household as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I lived with my mum and my sister, my little sister as well. So managing that and also trying to keep the vision and trying to convince myself, nah, something's gonna work, bro.
I gotta
just
stay on
yeah,
it.
let me just stay on it. Like going back to work now, it's like, oh, you know what I mean? Like you lose all that potential progress that you would have made. You lose that. So
One question
that
I
was
wanted
a big
to ask.
mental battle, fam.
I feel like, obviously, me myself, at some point in my life, I've been through this as well, and knowing people as well, you know, speaking to people as well, you know, the people are going through like transitioning. Like I know a lot of people, they have a 9-to-5 job right now. Job is decent, however, they've got like a great idea, business-wise, all of that stuff. But there's always that fear in it. Like I think some of what you mentioned, you know what I mean? They've got responsibilities, people that they got, you know, cater for, pay for, all of that stuff. And then the fear of always like, okay, if I quit what I'm doing now, diving fully into this, I might not be able to sustain and all that. And you know that fear is always there. I just wanted to ask you, like, what kind of gave you that courage, you know what I mean, to be like, you know what, and gave you that sort of, you know, that that, you know what? Like, apart from, obviously, I know you mentioned earlier on,
I was already kind of running.
you was already kind of running,
Yeah.
but also if you think about it, I'm talking about in the long run,
Yeah.
because you're quitting a career kind of like thing, I'm sure something would have told you that, you know, regardless what it is,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be...
So for me, yeah, I had seen the potential numbers in that business, innit? I'd seen the potential numbers in like photography, and I felt like I had a different vision to everyone else. So it was literally, I was running just purely on belief, bro.
That's
Literally
crazy.
purely on belief in myself and the potential that we can make. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll kind of explain what I mean in detail by saying, when it comes to like wedding photography and stuff, yeah, a lot of people aim to be like the Louis Vuitton of photography. I want to be the best so I can charge the most. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's one guy in the industry, he charges maybe like 5K per wedding, and that's just for
Flipping
photography, yeah?
What?
He's built his name
That's
to that
nuts.
level where he can charge that much. Do you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah.
But my whole thing was, okay, one person can charge 5K for one wedding, but I can charge 1K for 5 weddings and achieve the exact same, do you know what I'm saying? Achieve the same thing. And you don't actually have to be at all 5 weddings. Does that make sense? If you, how can I put it? If, for example, that guy gets run over, that's his business gone. 'Cause his business
That
is
did
his
not
name.
make no sense, I'm sorry.
What?
So
Go
I'm
on.
sure you're about to explain it right
Yeah,
now.
go on.
He said,
If it didn't make sense.
a man said you could charge 1K
Yeah.
for 5 weddings
Yeah.
and arrive at the same destination.
Yeah, so-
but you don't have to be a 5 wedding.
Yeah.
I know because I know you.
Yeah.
I understand. But to people, it's like, I can't multiply myself. to
Yeah,
be
yeah,
on
yeah.
place.
And-
so when you said, does that make sense? I'm just saying that did not make no sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. No, I get
elaborate,
you.
break it down for people. Let them understand what you meant.
Alright, so there's a difference, yeah? In this world, there's a difference between owning a business and being self-employed.
There you go.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A lot of people in that industry are self-employed. They don't own a business. Owning a business means you can actually be at home doing something else and your business is still cracking on, still operating. Do you know what I'm saying?
employ people.
It's because you employ talent.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you know what I'm
That's what I
saying?
wanted to get to. That's
So-
it, dope.
So that's how you're at 5 weddings. That
That's
you're
how
not
we
there.
were
There
at
you
5
go.
weddings.
Yeah, that's how
Because-
you're
yeah,
at 5
we was at
weddings.
Because
There
you've
you
got
go. That's
5
it.
other photographers that work
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, not even. I wouldn't say they work for me. I'll say they work with me. I don't like
with
that
you.
whole
Okay.
hierarchy stuff in it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dope.
new age
So
boss.
yeah, not and if
Come
you
like Dame. Man sound like Dame here. Dame
Sound like
Dash.
Dame and them, man.
is that how he talks? I don't
Dame
know.
and them,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, go on,
Yeah.
yeah, Dame and them, man. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so
That's dope.
that's what it is. Obviously, what one key thing, yeah, because people always say to me, how do you know that these men are gonna do like a good job? You're putting your name on the line, and my whole thing is, bro, if you bring in people that are better than you, yeah, to work with you, you're never gonna have that worry because these people are already on your level or above. Do you know what I'm saying? There's one guy that does photos with us, yeah? His name's Tox. This guy's got energy, bro. Like, he's got energy and he's got skill and he's got the enthusiasm for the job. So, I can put him on a wedding and be at fully peace of mind. Like, this guy's gonna go deliver.
You don't have to supervise or...
And that goes for most of the men. Like, most of the people that shoot with us, do you know what I'm saying? Even Uncle over here shoots with us now. And I've got full confidence in
Should I add to that, yeah? Because I was saying to Uzi the other day, like, one of the main things that I was like, I really, really respect about you and how you're, like, patterning what you're doing is the fact that you're not being greedy, you're not selfish, and like your vision, and I feel like is what's gonna get you ultimately to that top, that pinnacle. Because most people will be like, you know what, I get all these jobs, I'm going to kill myself to make all this money for myself. Does that make sense what I'm saying to you? But your vision is more of like, no, actually, I want to bring people in.
Facts.
Does that make sense? Because you understand, and what's sick about what you're doing is like, you've put in the work into learning this craft. So for you, when you're analyzing and you're thinking, okay, who do I bring it on board into my business? You've already eliminated, that question you just said, like people are asking you, how do you know this person ain't gonna bring in some dead quality? Guess what? You're so experienced. You've done the work already where you know who's good and who's not good. Nah, this person can't be in my team. They still got this to do, that to do. So you've got that know-how compared to, and I feel like that's where you got an advantage over most people. You didn't just wake up and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go and open like a media sort of like powerhouse where I'm just gonna bring different people in, but I know nothing about how to film.
That's risky,
I know
bro.
nothing about how to shoot.
That's why it's risky.
There you go. Then, but with you've done the work already, so you can actually be like, nah, I've seen this person's work. This is the kind of work that I need on my brand. This is the kind of work, and that's why I feel like you're gonna go far, bro.
No,
I can't lie to you.
Appreciate that.
Great. I rate that.
So basically, based on what you're saying now, do you believe you can start a certain type of business without understanding that business?
To an extent.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Depends what type of business it is. That's the thing about life, innit? But with the field that you're in, I think, don't get me wrong, anybody can do anything in life. Whatever they want to do. If they have the money and the resources to do it, it's up to you. You can do anything you want. However, what we're just saying is like, there's levels to things, innit? And again, we're talking about quality, we're talking about, trying to be the best. And I feel like to be the best, you can't just come out of nowhere and be like, you need to have some sort of knowledge in all sort of aspects of whatever it is you're trying to do. You
need to have a serious interest in it,
because that's the only way you can kind of filter out what you don't think, would be on brand for your business. I don't know if that makes sense. But again, like I said, anyone can do whatever they want to do.
I feel like to answer your question as well, I feel like the answer is definitely you can start a business, not have the most experience in that field and still do well, because if you're able to hire good talent, that's essentially what you need. If you're able to hire and keep good talent, that's essentially what you need, because at the end of the day, you don't need to be the best, like, you don't need to know everything about, for example, graphic design, to be able to hire a good graphic designer to work on your projects. And you just be the guy who goes out and gets clients. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, it was too high,
Yeah, gone.
So the answer is yes. You don't have to have like super experience or all the knowledge in one specific avenue to start a business in that avenue. Do you know what I'm saying? As long as you can bring in somebody that does, maybe partner up with someone or hire someone if you've got the money, you can be successful still. Do you know what I'm saying?
For real. Because even to add to that, there is a guy on Insta, well-known company that do drawings for people. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Was it animated?
No, portraits.
Oh, shit.
But he doesn't do the drawings.
I know,
you just send
I know who you're talking about.
the picture and he's got artists that will do it. He's
just
like
a middleman.
Do you know what I mean?
He's a middleman.
But that's business, bro.
And that's a business.
That's business in general. That is a business.
You're definitely right. You can start. My other question was going to be, before we move on, is...
All right, just one point just came to my head now, where I feel like sometimes it can be difficult, in terms of, like, what you're saying, innit? Because think about it now, because you've been in situations where, like... staffs that you've got working for you are ill, or something happened, and you've had to step in to deal with that. So like this youth now, it's a good thing, but if all the artists today turn around and say we're not working, you're not making no money. I don't know if that makes sense,
Bro.
So it can get a bit technical sometimes. So there are good parts, and
Yeah.
there are, like, for me, I'll rather go into a business that I know how to do and understand in it,
Yeah,
because someone can wake up today and say, we can't go and do that job. There's times where you're not meant to come out. Someone's just called in sick last minute. You're gonna have to go there and do that. Do you know what I mean? So it's better sometimes when you can also do that job. But you know what? Now I'm just gonna let other people run it. Do you know what I mean?
How do you think, every day, like, big companies deal with that? Like, for example, where you work now, if you call in sick, what happens?
That job's not getting done.
That's getting done.
If no one else is
getting done. No, they got the capacity, so they got staff. So what they do is then offload that work
and add it to someone else.
Okay, cool.
That's what happens.
And I asked that question for a reason, because where all of us we think very small-minded, bro. Where we should be thinking like corporations. Do you know what I'm saying? We should be placing ourselves in a position where we're incorporating these questions into our businesses. What happens when someone?
Why do you think
sick?
we think small-minded?
No, I just feel like us as a people, we think small-minded.
I want to get what you're about to.
And I'm literally just saying. We need to start as business owners. We need to start thinking about these things. What if someone calls in sick? What am I gonna do? Do you know what I'm saying? Because big businesses are already thinking about that. They already got that patent. So we should also
have your plan B.
Exactly.
No, but to that though, I kind of want to know what you would have done in that situation with your business.
So right now, my business is not big enough for me to just be having
everyone out there
people on the side waiting to go do the job. Do you know what I'm saying? So currently, what happened is, as with his example specifically, that day, certain man called in saying, "Bro, I got a bellyache." It was mad. So I literally had to just go and do the job. Do you know what I'm saying? So
what if you had another job?
Myself as no. So I put myself as the buffer. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm the buffer. But if two people are falling out, like two people have dropped out now, then it's peak.
Very peak.
But I have a solution to that. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can use me.
Which is how you Sakali. You know what I'm saying? No, but on a serious note, the solution is that I was talking to you about it, where I was saying that from now on, every videography booking is gonna have two people. I'm gonna find a way to charge the client for two videographers to come to one booking, just in case, worst case scenario, someone drops out.
One person can carry
One person
on.
cracks on, and if both of them go, then that's twice as much quality. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a win-win.
It's a win-win. So that's
As
what
a thinking man.
So that's
I told
Young
people,
mogul.
like, you seem like you are thinking about every single possible angle, every single possible situation,
But it's not that. It's not that. It's not even thinking. It's literally experience, bro. Because if I'd never gone through that, I would never think, I need to go and do that. You know what I'm saying? If I'd never gone through that.
That's
my
how I know
question
you
is,
guys
I just want to
smart,
take you back 1 second. The photography game, it's a saturated market. There's bare photographers. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, when they want to start a business, the first hurdle they've got to come across is, how do I get into this thing when everybody's doing it? Do you know what I'm saying?
How do I cut through?
And I always love this analogy because I had that struggle, innit? Even when we were starting a podcast, the first thing is, there's so many podcasts out there. How are we going to get into the game? How are we going to, get a piece of the pie? And then I watched one guy give a talk about motivational speaking. He's like, I don't care if there's 100 podcasts. Look at Rihanna, she came into the makeup game.
Makeup
There
is
were all
saturated.
these big people, Mac, and now look, Fenty, $1 billion company. So how did you overcome that thought process of there's better photographers? Like, what made you say, nah, I'm still gonna go? And
Did you even have that thought process?
Yeah,
bro?
did you
have that fear in the first
can't lie.
place?
That hasn't really crossed my mind like that, because
There you go.
I feel like there's bare photographers, but there's more than enough jobs, bro. Bare. Like right now, as we're sitting down, someone's on Facebook. Oh, I need a photographer right now. I need a photographer for next Tuesday. As we're sitting, bro.
Yeah.
So there's enough work in the market, bro.
Okay.
Trust me. There's enough work in the
I
market.
rate that.
That's just a fact, yeah.
No, I rate that, man. And obviously, I'm just gonna take us back a little bit. In terms of, like, obviously around the time when you was thinking, you know what, about to transition into this, quit my job, full-time attention into this. Did you speak to anyone? Did you have any friends, family that you ran them by? You know what I mean? Like, yo, am I going crazy here, or you know? Or
I'm not gonna lie. If you had called
right
me
thing?
and said I'm quitting my job,
You'd have said no.
You would have told them to
I
stay
would
in
have
it.
said stay. I would have said, look, just do it on the side.
A lot of people did, bro.
So did you?
A lot of people did. Bro.
Obviously, I didn't get the phone call.
I've got like
just
7 bullet
get
points. That's
clarification.
to answer that question, yeah. But I'll keep it like slow. I didn't really speak to anyone like that because I always had it in the back of my mind, yeah, that I wasn't gonna be in employment forever. Do you know what I'm saying? And
why?
Bro,
Yeah,
bro,
Why? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with 9 to 5? What's wrong with
There's
employment?
nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, yeah. I enjoyed my job, innit? I loved my job, yeah. I had no issues at work. Do you know what I'm saying? There were small little things, obviously, that contributed, but in the grand scheme of things, yeah, I didn't quit my job because I just didn't like working, bro. I quit my job because of a couple of principles. Number one, you are nobody in that company, bro. You can get fired at any time. It doesn't matter even if you're the CEO, bro.
A number.
You can get fired at any time and you got nothing to leave. Bro, right now, you get to CEO level. Okay, now CEO level is a bit high.
No, but I swear CEOs get fired the most anyway.
First of all, don't limit my trajectory. CEO is not too high.
Not even CEO level, yeah.
This kind of confused us. Do you want to be influencer? You want to be a worker for life?
No, we'll get there. We'll get there.
I don't know anymore.
Let's say you're a director, yeah?
You'll find out, don't worry.
Let's say you're a director in a bank, yeah? Bro, just because you're a director doesn't mean that when your son is looking for a job, you can just put him in. You can't leave that business for your child. Do you know what I'm saying? So
it's not yours.
It's not yours to leave. Who are you, bro? You'll get fired. Do you know what I'm saying? That was one of the reasons. One of the main reasons was, bro, at the end of the day, you've got all this time to build something and you're not building anything. You're literally just working.
You're building for someone else.
Yeah, that as well. Obviously, I don't believe in all of that. Oh no, I'd rather spend the time with myself than give it to someone else. Like I don't mind giving time to someone else, innit?
Sometimes you need to give time to someone else to learn.
Yeah, my whole thing is you could be building for yourself as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So why don't you try and build something that maybe you can leave for your kid? You can just put your kid
So you've always had that mindset. Like, where did that come from, though? That had to come from somewhere. Because, bro, we've got how many billions of people in this world? And again, like I said to you, even especially growing up as a black man, all of that stuff, even me, myself, like, it's something that's always been in the back of my mind. I don't want to work for nobody. I want to eventually do my own thing. But again,
here we
I'm
are.
still here. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Here
are.
I am still working for someone. And it's like, and I feel like it takes that little extra bit of courage, that extra bit of something to make you say, yo, nah, I'm gonna just go for it. Like, that's what I'm saying. So where did that come from? Like, from your dad? From where did that come from?
Again, probably just
you.
Probably just experience, bro. It's probably just experience and poking my head into the industry, and seeing the potential in the
money.
industry. Yeah, money is good, but the I don't know. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
Obviously, I knew the money was alright and would be able to look after me in my life. Like, I saw physically what I could achieve from it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Would you say one of the key things was also like the fact that, hey, listen, I'm making decent money from this thing right now, and I'm not fully committed.
Yeah, bro.
And also, I really enjoy this thing. Like, I can do this thing for 2-3 days.
Yeah, and
like, for example, you got to think about it. Most of us, like, our 9-to-5 jobs, you cannot do it for 2 days straight.
Yeah,
like, you're literally looking at the thing. You can't wait till it hits that time so you can clock out. Does that make sense? So, you know what I mean? I'm sure that might have added a bit of more like, yo, I'm filming, editing 2 days straight, all of that stuff, and I'm still buzzing. Yeah. Did I also add that, obviously, that value to that?
No, defo. That definitely added to it. But you have to also remember, too much of anything can be too much.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
At some point, there was a bit of stress where it's maybe you've shot a wedding Saturday, Sunday, and then you got work on Monday, and you still need to find time in that week to edit that wedding. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. It was definitely a lot, and I kind of got tired sometimes, but I still had the energy to keep going in it. Yeah.
I got another question. We've touched on this on a podcast previously, but I saw it trending on Twitter. You know, everyone's talking about red flags.
Good.
What? Everyone's talking about red flags, right? Someone tweeted, this isn't verbatim, by the way, but have you ever come across a situation where one of your people have paid somebody else for video photography, knowing that's the business that you do?
Yeah, bro. That's normal. That happens all the time.
How did you feel about it?
How does
Bro.
that make you feel?
It was never an issue, bro. It was never an issue. It was never.
You don't feel the type of way?
Nah, I think back then, back then would have been an issue, but now it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
What's back then? Talk to me about back then.
Back when I probably started, it would have been an issue because I was actively looking for work.
And
Do you know what I'm
did
saying?
it happen? That's what I'm trying to understand. And what was your reaction?
No, I don't think it happened back then.
No, okay.
Like one of my boys, he's getting married next week actually. I spoke to him maybe a month ago, and he shouted me saying, "Oh, you're invited to my wedding, blah blah blah." And I was like, "Are you shooting your wedding?" Do you know what I'm saying? I literally just asked.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh yeah, we're paying some guy $2,000 just to do photos," and I was like, "Bro, we do for $2,000." We do your photos, videos, photo book, this and that. I just gave him a whole list, innit?
Okay.
But that was just because he didn't know. Do you know what I'm saying? So if he knew, and he
What didn't he know?
He didn't know that we shoot weddings. Like,
And he's your friend?
Yeah, bro. He's not like we're friends, but we don't speak every day.
Okay.
Like
Distance friends.
Yeah.
Distance friends.
Pen
Do you know what
pals.
I'm saying?
Pen pals.
We don't speak every day.
Okay.
And I was able to like break it down to him and tell him like the value that we offer. And now we're shooting his wedding next week. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Let me
I'm
spin
still
this
a
on
guest
you.
though.
Let me spin this on you. So that same question, do you think? Obviously, you've answered it already. But my thing is, what's your take on that situation though? Because that is
As
something
in, would I have been hurt?
No, not just in general from other people. Because that is something that happens a lot. Like, yo, listen, maybe I've just started a clothing brand, wherever it is, and I'm here trying to. But my boys are going to Dior and
Mad.
spending hundreds and hundreds. But my stuff was only 30 quid. And they're not trying to support the thing.
But you can't be offended, bro.
So, okay, so that's your take. So
my
you
take is you can't be offended because
you
you're not
can't.
Dior, bro.
you're not the guest, I'm asking the guest.
No, he's
Yeah, but we can chat as well, though.
Yeah,
You
say what you wanna say.
can't
So what
be
do you think
offended.
about it?
I don't know. You know what I think it is, yeah? The problem is, yeah?
Well, the brother that's saying he can't be offended, you would get offended. What are you
No,
talking
no,
about?
listen. Let me
Yeah.
let me tell you something, yeah, bro. Like you said, yeah, it's a good thing you brought up this point, innit? Because it happens. That's fine, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't have to. How can I explain it? You don't have to. You can go and find the services somewhere else, yeah? But what we can't do is, if you're willing to pay someone outside to provide that services, yeah. Don't expect it from me for free. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that's not the question. That's not the question.
You
That's not the
understand?
question.
The
No,
point
you
I'm
can't,
making
but-
to you, let's say, bro,
Yeah.
let's say this, bro, look, I know you.
Some people might just not be happy with the quality of the clothes. That's why they don't want to buy it.
No, okay, no, what I'm saying to you though.
Quality is a part of it.
No, you're looking for the excuse for it. But what I'm saying to you is this, yeah? If you're my boy, and I know that, yo, I'll give it to Marks. Yeah, that's it. And I know that, yo, you film or you record, and I know you're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire somebody else. That's my point. Like, what? How would you feel a type of way about how you just don't care about it?
All right.
Bruv, this happened recently. One of our friends got married and they went and booked someone else, but I didn't.
But did he
feel
know
offended.
that what you do?
No, yeah, they knew. Yeah,
But
yeah.
did that make you did?
I didn't feel any
No, but you
type of
already
way,
said
bro.
you already mentioned it though that
Yeah.
you don't feel any type of way.
Yeah.
So, but obviously I'm just trying to get him to
Okay,
understand the question. Like,
yeah.
no, that's what the question we made about. Yeah.
Bro, listen, yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, there's a few things to do with it, yeah. One, it could be, sometimes when you're dealing with your friends, yeah, it can get complicated. You understand? The way I would go at somebody that I just randomly hired to do a job for me, sometimes you might not be able to go at your friend like that, innit?
Yeah.
So that is an off-putting thing to start with, innit? It's like, if I'm not happy, how do I tell this person that, yo, what you did for me was dead? You understand? So sometimes, yeah, that could be part of it, innit?
So
And
you
have to,
basically, from what you're saying, you would even prefer not to even get jobs from your boy.
yeah, sometimes.
Because you feel like it's headache.
Sometimes, one, the headache. Two, they want more than what they're paying for, yeah? And it's harder to say no. Because
Yeah,
it's like,
you're
ah,
interested.
yeah.
That is
So
quite
that's
interesting.
one,
That's
yeah.
true,
So
that's true.
sometimes
Yeah,
I'd
that's
rather
quite
my brethren
interesting.
don't come to me. You understand? Because it's like,
That's
headache.
like me. I don't like selling cars to people that I know.
Yeah, headache.
No,
now
that one's
they
the
come.
worst because I will always come
You
back.
understand?
That warranty's lifetime.
Yeah, so you know what I'm
It's
saying to
a
you?
lifetime warranty.
So
I don't want it.
that's a whole big part of it, innit? So it's just like, yeah, when you think about it, it's like, okay, cool, I get it. You understand? But what we can't do is try to use my services for free.
Okay, so would
That
you
can't
feel
work.
the same way if you had a clothing line? And
the thing now with clothing line, the thing with
You
clothing
think it's all
line.
the same across the board?
Nah,
No,
I don't
feel
think
like
it is.
it's
I think there's
different.
nuances.
It's kind of
Clothing line's even different, bro.
I feel like you as well. I feel like
Uzi,
I feel like
you've actually spun it really well for the photography, so I get it. But now clothing, like we're boys.
All right,
we're boys,
the thing
and
with-
I'm not wearing.
all right,
and
fam.
I'm not wearing
Nah.
Dior because I think Dior's a bit extreme. But let's say I'm wearing
Mani d'Ivoire.
Trapstar, yeah, or
man, yeah.
something in the
See, let me tell you one thing I realized with business, and one thing, bro, we've been in this kind of industry, for time to know. A lot of the support you get doesn't come from
from the
people
outside,
around you.
innit? Yeah, that's fact.
And I understand
But,
that.
but why do we need support if your product is a good product, bro?
No.
Like-
But this is what I'm saying to you.
Go on, you
Like,
finish. I've got
it's
something
like,
to say.
how can I explain it? When I get into a business, I don't expect support from people around me. It's just a thing that I've always programmed that I'm not gonna get the most support from people close to me. That's normal. So
I'm
that way
gonna add to that.
it's harder to feel like offended. Do you know what I'm saying to you? And in terms of clothing line, my thing with clothing line, where I feel like a lot of people wake up one morning and just think, I'm gonna make a clothing line, For me, I don't necessarily, I'm more than happy to pay the price. If you say your jumper is £100 and you're my boy, I'll pay you £100. But I want £100 quality. You understand? I'm not gonna pay you £100 for £30 quality because you're my boy.
If I have a liar, I'll lie it up.
No,
Do you understand?
That's
Because
facts,
that's the thing. Everyone just rushes, makes these cheap, dead
Yes,
clothes,
sir. Yes, sir.
and expect man to wear it with
sir.
pride, like, yo, this my boy. No, the
No,
clothes is dead.
he's right.
You understand?
Bro, you're speaking facts,
So
bro.
that's what I'm
No,
saying
you're
to you.
speaking facts.
People need to focus
Put their
on
time.
putting a quality
Put their time
out there.
into it, yeah.
Trapstar, bro. I've had a Trapstar jumper for time.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Wash,
quality, bro.
clean, wash. It's still there. You buy
plugging
one
them,
jumper
you know.
from your brethren,
Sponsor us,
the
please.
whole fluff is popping out and this and that.
Yeah.
And
No,
you
but
want
I
to
it's not getting bubbles.
I
Man
want to
start
add to
getting
that,
bubbles.
yeah.
You understand? So
by us just artificially supporting our people, our friends, what that does is it makes them less competitive in the market. Because, bro, they're putting out a dead product. So once our support goes, their businesses dies.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? So
Another thing I want to challenge on that though. Remember, support comes in different ways though, different forms.
what, retweet or something?
No, never that though.
No.
But I could, me coming to you and tell you, you're my guy. That product, what you're doing there, I see where you're going with it, but that ain't. You need to. You might
Someone
need
will
to
tell
It
you're
can come as a
hating,
hate,
bro.
bro.
No. But that's no. You can take it as what you want to take it. But for me, as your boy, if I give you like a constructive criticism about your product, that's also a form of support. Because I'm trying to make you better your product. Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I think maybe we're only just looking at it from the perspective of just buy it.
Obviously, we're looking at buying.
Yeah.
But then I see Ian's point because I agree with you. I think somehow you can do a disservice to your people.
Yeah, bro.
If you're the main support base because it will never bring about innovation because every time I put it out, all my family and friends, I have 16 siblings and then I have, you guys and I've got
Yeah.
cousins.
Yeah.
So I can just get everyone to buy out my stuff just by my circle alone.
And I say I sold out. What?
Exactly, I
You didn't
sold
sell
out. You know what I mean? And you lot won't come and tell me, your thing's dead. So I'll think,
And then just think about how many times can we buy this thing?
by the way.
Because once I bought one jumper, am I gonna keep buying every line?
No, I think the key thing that you mentioned earlier on is the people waking up and saying, yo, I need a hustle. I've got a bit of money sitting there. What can I do? Oh, you know what? I can come up with a little catchy brand name. I can get someone to pay someone a little
Print
cool,
t-shirt.
whatever.
Sukwali
I
wear
come with
coming
like
out
some
2022.
decent-
They
Yeah,
use,
whatever.
what's that
Let
thing
me
they
just slap
use?
on a t-shirt.
They use a thing to iron it into a...
Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, no, real talk. No. Let me land on this point, yeah? I think it's important for people that want to start stuff out there.
Very important.
There's a reason why I'm gonna name it like Yeezy. These big brands. There's a reason why they're so big. Did you see when they post that? When Kanye posted that picture of the sample, like this, the sketches of like the crepes before the Yeezys, sorry, the 350s, before we got the version that we actually wear. They got bare prototypes, bare of them that didn't make the cut. It tells me these lot put time, years, all of that research, all of that stuff, trying things out before we got what we got. And that's the reason why the product is so great. People, you can't wake up, bro, and think because you might know, bare people, you got contacts, all of that stuff, I'm going to go places. No, what that will do is get you, like what you said,
artificial.
Your stuff might get sold out the first thing you bought.
know what?
Once all of that support is
You know
gone,
what it is?
Yeah.
Where you going?
And I think this is the main problem, yeah, because we spoke about
Got the thing.
B. Before I even started seeing money, yeah, from photography, I know how long I was doing stuff like go buy stuff, film stuff, this. My thing is, yeah, when people want to start a business, yeah, all these people where, yeah, like, I've got some money saved, let me just invest it into something, yeah. Bro, like, don't make money the main reason you're going into that business to begin with, yeah? Because if you make, like, for example, someone like where the event we went to yesterday, Paul, before even Paul started doing all these like what we're buying now.
He's been on it.
On it for
He's been on it for
years. He was saying yesterday he's been vegan for coming up to 10
first,
years now.
He transitioned himself
tried
to
the
becoming
stuff
and then tried everything before
he
now saying,
started.
yo, let me pursue this.
So what the problem is, yeah, everyone just thinks, oh, I'm working, I've got some money, I want to make something. They rush things. They don't actually take time out, yeah, to, all right, let me try this one, wear it, see how it looks, try a different one, wear it. Yeah. Like, you have to spend a lot of time, yeah, mastering that craft or that business. That's why you gotta take your time with things, man, before you understand. You can't just all of a sudden you just randomly brought one clothing brand
on the audio
and you expect everyone to buy it. Like, come on, man, it don't work like that.
So one question I wanted to ask then, right, is, you know, with our community, a lot of people don't like using professionals in our community. They'd rather use someone else because they feel like either we ain't got good customer service. So for example, like a builder, you know what I mean? A lot of people wouldn't want to use a black, or I'll give you some of my experiences, the fact that you just feel like when you use them, they almost feel like they're doing you a favor. You know what I mean? And they can come when they want, leave when they want. But when you use like someone like Caucasian or someone, like, you know you're going to get a good job. You're going to, do you know what I mean? It's going to be professional.
The culture's just
different,
isn't
So what I want to ask is, with this stigma about our community, like, you know how it is with the Caribbean shops, you know, you walk in, everyone just expects bad customer service. People go as far as say, if I don't get bad customer service, the food's not nice. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I want to know, in terms of your career, your business, photography, have you ever had someone come back at you, number one, and say, I didn't like your photography, it was dead?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's happened.
And how did you feel about that? What?
That's the
What's
main
customer?
problem.
How was your customer?
You want me to help you with that?
Bro, it's a sticky one because I'll tell you something, yeah? The main problem with photography itself is subjective, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
It's an art. It's subjective.
That's crazy.
So one person can say, this is sick.
Crazy.
And someone will be like, whoa, what kind of rubbish is that?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, one auntie, we did a photo shoot for one auntie, and we not experimented, but we did a lot of things with like lighting, lighting one side of the face, trying to be artistic and stuff. Yeah. Some people saw it, they're like, right, this is mad, this is sick. Yeah. The artist saw it and said, why is it so dark? Like, why is it dark? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just subjective, and people are gonna say what they want to say. But at the end of the day, as a business owner, you should be prepared for that and be ready to remedy that. Do you know what I'm saying? What they say is prevention is better than cure. So the best way to go into that is to get near enough perfect requirements before you deliver for someone. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why you would have a whole 1 hour chat with a bride and groom to understand their requirements before you shoot their wedding. Do you understand? That's how you get around that. That's how you stop.
Try to limit as much.
You try to limit as much, but then again, it can happen.
But what do you do though?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The other day, one of our clients just wanted to complain so bad that
So bad.
Sorry, English. She wanted to complain so bad that she said that her chest was too big in the photos, bro.
But how's that your fault?
What do we do about that, bro?
That's her chest, though.
Bro, what do we do about that?
That's mad.
No, but this is the thing, yeah. This is what I was saying, yeah. The problem. You remember we were talking about this, yeah? With
your question was, what would I do in that situation?
Yeah.
And number one is communication. Find out what they actually want.
Yeah.
What does the person want?
To the T.
So does that mean that you have to reshoot? You have to reshoot that.
You can't reshoot a wedding. This is what I'm saying. So what do you do? Do you give them money?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It just everyone. It's a case by case situation.
You have to agree to disagree.
No. It's case by case, isn't it? Some people might want like maybe 10% back. Some people might want a re-edit.
Do you think people do that sometimes just to get 10% back or get some money back?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible, bro. Yeah.
But do you actually pride yourself in customer service? Like, do you actually?
So that's what I'm trying to do now. Focus more on customer service and let everyone play a specific position, and I will just play customer service for now.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I can get that like 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
what
that
you
customer
say?
service
You say
is
you
very
have an
important.
example. Of,
Yeah.
No, customer service. You know what it is, yeah? For me, I think customer service is very important, yeah? But there are times where you know someone blatantly is taking a mick.
What can you do?
You
bro?
understand?
All the
And it's
time
like,
they are,
all the
though.
time, because there's like you see when it comes to photography, yeah, there's a lot of things that you need to put into account, like locations. There's different. You understand? Someone can't come, their face looking somehow with some dead outfit and expect me to make you look nice. No, your whole outfit already is dead,
Bro.
Like there's a lot of, you understand? So
Would you tell them that?
no, you can't tell them that, but it's like
Yeah.
You just try to make
they
the
try
best out
to
of the
blame,
situation.
they try to blame other people for how, like, there's just some people, they're just not photogenic. Like me, sometimes I don't like
That's like
pictures.
me, yeah,
I always
yeah.
look scared or my eyes, and I understand that,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I can't go to the photographer like, bro, you make me look dead.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the photographer,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
There are, obviously, don't get me wrong, there are
I'll add to
people
that as well.
that don't do a good job, but sometimes it's that there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You come in wearing some dead outfit, like you've picked some dead location.
Can I tell
and
you
it's-
what it is
can I do?
from a
Wait. Let
consumer's
him.
point of view?
He wanted to add.
Go on, consumer, and then I'll
No,
add.
then they can add, yeah. I want
Yeah.
to tell you from a consumer's perspective, yeah. The point is this, right? As a consumer, in whatever kind of field or whatever it is, department it is, when I'm coming to somebody, right, let's say, okay, like you just mentioned right now, and I tell you, I've had this thought before in my mind, innit? I'm not the best in camera. Like, people take pictures, whatever, it comes out mad. People see me in person, be like, you know what? Oh,
You're not a
wow.
bad-looking guy. Yeah,
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying to you. Boy in picture, but you know what I mean? However, you then get a situation where in the back of my mind, when I go to like someone that say, yo, I'm established, or do you know what I mean? This is like the SKD, whatever it is, established photography,
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm photogenic or not. Because you're a professional, I expect you, regardless what it is, what the situation is, make me come out looking wavy.
The man, they're not
And I
magicians,
think,
fam.
No, and I think though, bro, that's the mindset of a lot of people. Some people probably know normally. Like, I'll give you an example.
You need to
What
employ
barber- let me
Dynamo.
give you an
Is it
example.
Dynamo?
What barber do you go to?
Why am I in it?
I'll give you an example. I want to make an example. What barber do you
Slider
go to?
cuts.
Slider cuts, right? It's big, built a name for himself. It's big out there. My thing is, you might go to a guy down the road, yeah, give you a dead haircut, but in the back of your mind, oh, yo, one day, I hope I get a slot with slider cut one day, right? Because in your mind, they're so big, like you expect that when I get there, I don't care how my head shape look like, I don't care what my hairline is, I don't care whatever it is, he's gonna make me look wavy. And I feel like people, like as consumers, we have this unrealistic expectation that, oh, yo, because these people are professionals and they're meant to be the best at what they do.
They gotta work with what I've got.
Yeah,
you know?
like I can't expect the same quality picture from yourself as a professional from, oh, you're my boy, yo, here's my iPhone, I beg you take a quick picture of me, please.
Yeah, that happens.
That's the problem though.
Yeah.
So that's why sometimes I feel like maybe that, I don't know if you want to add what you want to say, I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah, no, I was just literally going to add to what he was saying in terms of there's other factors that make a photo great. For example, like you can't go cheap on your decor, spend 5K on a photographer and expect to get magic, bro. Bro, like there's certain men that have to shoot in no disrespect to people that like do weddings in like school halls and stuff, yeah. But bro, there's no decor in a school hall. It's a school hall, you can see the basketball lines on the floor. Yeah. And you're expecting a photographer to give you like Santorini wedding quality. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just
Fam,
doesn't
people
happen, bro.
have seen the basketball court in Drake's yard, bro. So they expect you to come, bring all your equipment,
No,
and
basket-
do some
do you-
magic.
do you know what I mean by
and make it look?
It's mad.
Like,
When I
say
I know
basketball
exactly what
court,
you
yeah,
mean.
okay.
I know exactly. But
Do you know
have
what
you
I'm
seen the
seeing
video
now?
shoot
Yeah.
with when Drake is playing basketball on his court with the
Yeah.
lines on the floor?
Yeah.
It still looked wavy, bro.
But it wasn't a wedding in that basketball
That's
court,
what I'm
though.
saying to you.
Yeah.
People expect you to bring your
Oh,
equipment
yeah, to
You
make
know
it
what
look
I'm
and still
saying?
make it look wavy.
I
I'm
get you.
seeing
That's what I'm saying to
apparatus
you.
now. You know
Yeah.
the gym equipment. That's what I can see.
That's the basketball hoop in the back.
and the benches.
Bro,
And then
That's long, you
you're
know.
trying to get the first dance and you're going around them with a
Oh,
camera, yeah, and
no,
you're just
no,
seeing
that's
basketball hoops in the
That's
background.
long.
Fam. It's nuts, bro.
That's long.
nuts,
Wow,
bro.
You
guys
just
gotta
have to
do
make the
that.
worst out of whatever situation you
Yeah.
find yourself in.
It's difficult, innit? It's definitely tough, bro.
So, but
yeah.
you take on criticism well, basically, like.
Bro, you
know,
have to
take-
be in it.
take-
You have to be able to take on criticism, and you have to be able to listen to your client, find out what they want, and try and cater to them as best as possible.
Are there any
That's how you
challenges
move
we've
forward.
missed out that you mentioned?
What do you mean?
Like having started your own
Payment.
business? Oh, invoicing.
Yeah, challenges in the
Yeah.
so far,
Some of them checks bounce.
Someone stolen footages with my pay.
What do you mean? How?
Payment, something.
There's been issues.
Payment.
Someone deets you.
No, never beats us. Yeah, some people taking the piss. Basically, there was one wedding that we shot back when I was like just before I quit my job. I invested with 2 additional photographers to come and shoot this wedding with me because I thought it was going to be big. It was in Throw Park. You know, I don't know if you know Throw Park. No. It's like an amazing wedding venue, yeah?
Okay.
So I said to myself, this is the pictures I'm going to use to sell the business.
To market yourself.
Do you know what I'm saying? So we shot the wedding, and the client just, I think I missed a step. Basically, I should have collected deposit and a certain amount. But I just collected deposit, and because they were so cool, I said, I'll take the money after the wedding. Bro, after the wedding, the wedding coordinator called me and she asked me, have you been paid? And I was like, no. She was like, me neither. Then she called around other vendors, caterer hasn't been paid, this hasn't been paid. No one apart from the wedding venue had got their money, bro.
Finesse.
Boy.
I only got the first half of that money.
They finesse you.
In 2020, end of 2020. And this was 2017.
Huh?
It took me 3 years, bro, to get £800.
And how did you do that?
After a while, I just gave up. I said, you know what?
No, but
I'm going to keep the pictures as an investment.
was you chasing them up for that free?
No, you don't chase them. Remember,
I
you
chased
still
them
got
for like 6 months.
their footage.
Yeah, I chased them.
Also, they didn't even get the footage until
How?
Nah,
But the cake,
You delete
so
it,
they
innit?
ate the cake for like the
bro,
cake. People didn't get.
They finessed, bro. They finessed. I don't know how they got away with it. I don't know how they got. And I saw the groom one day, yeah, and I was like, "You look familiar." 'Cause I just didn't remember him, innit? He was like, "I was like, you look familiar." He's like, "You look familiar." Then we were just doing the maths, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're the guy I shot your wedding." He was like, "Oh yeah, well, you know what? I gave the money to my wife. My wife's people were supposed to pay." Bare excuses.
Of course.
Where's the stuff,
You don't know what I'm doing.
bro? It's nuts. Nah. I'm not that kind of person. I won't beat you up over.
You don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
He ain't that kind of person.
Nah.
Do you have any
nah.
challenges that you faced in this industry?
No.
He's still, what do you mean? He's still a freshman. He's still you know what I mean? He's still a rookie.
And what about any advice for someone that is thinking of quitting their job and following their dream of starting their own business? Do you have any advice for them?
I would say definitely make sure it's something that you love doing. And my number one thing, the main reason why I came here today,
Talk the
is
thing.
to give out the message of self-employment versus business ownership. When you say you want to own a business, don't become a self-employed individual, bro. Actually go and own a business. At the end of the day, there's one quote, to earn more, you don't have to do more. You just have to get more done. Do you know what I'm saying? And you do that by bringing in more people. Do you know what I'm saying? And actually owning a business and a team and a group of people, an organization. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's
People
my
wanna
advice.
Eat everything for themselves. That's the problem.
Yeah.
People
But-
see money,
but
wanna
they
eat
have
everything for
stomach pain
themselves.
by themselves, innit?
Yeah.
You will always have the smallest cake if you want to eat the cake by yourself, bro.
Come on.
If you want to have a big cake, you just bring in more people, make
Talk
a
the
big
thing.
Hands
cake.
on.
Everyone eats
It's
a
more
big
fun
cake.
anyway,
You know what?
isn't
No,
it?
let me tell you what's mad about that point, yeah? It's got to go over a lot of people's head. Listen, you will make money. You will make all the money you think you're making if you do it all by yourself. You will. However, when you actually own a business, just think about that. When you own the business and you've built this brand, this big corporation, you can sell it for what?
You can go public, sell your shares, and become a billionaire.
Think about that.
Yeah, rather than
Think
them
about
for
that.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's the gem, and I wanted to go a little bit. There's just that extra deep because I feel like some of the listeners, whatever, might go over their head. That's very important to understand that. That's dope. And then obviously, what I wanted to add, obviously, because we're wrapping up soon, is in terms of like right now, you quit your job, 2018, a few years ago now. Since then, obviously, you're building your brand, you're building your business, all of that. What other stuff? What do you have going on? Where we at right now? Where we at?
So currently, we're building like a software product where we want to be like an Uber of photography. So client books through the app, and then photographers on the back end can see what jobs are coming up, and then they can like accept bookings
Look
and stuff.
at this.
That's like the strategic
That's dope.
plan in it. But
And
right
don't
now,
try
we
cut
just
it
want-
because it's getting patented and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
He's already, I'm already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're locked in.
Yeah,
You heard it here first.
Exactly. You can't
You know what I mean?
copy
You
that.
can't.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
dope.
yeah, that's what it is, man.
What else you do other than photography? What else you into?
I'm fully focused just on photography now. I don't want to
And
do
losing
anything
at
else.
football as well.
Oh man.
And what?
Oh man.
He's
Football.
what?
And losing
Yeah,
at
man.
football.
That's not my forte.
What do you mean?
I'm not good at football.
You're my team now.
No, last week we my team
Oh,
lost.
sorry.
So 3-0. I got man in the match apparently.
No, you played well. You played well.
Played well, yeah.
That's big. Is there anything you haven't mentioned? I know you said you had notes. Is there anything you wanted to mention that we ain't touched on before we close?
No, I was gonna go through like deeper reasons to why, like other reasons why I quit the job, but they're not as relevant, like, because the main message is what I've said just now. The main message is if you're gonna quit your job and go into business, make sure you're going into business, not self-employment.
And you have the passion.
and have the passion, because you don't want to get run over and lose your business.
Come on.
That's dope. But you had a podcast as well, didn't you? Which is the one with the forex trading. Trading. And all that stuff.
Yeah. So
Are you still doing that?
Yeah. So me and my very good friend, we got I wouldn't call it a podcast, like a YouTube show. Called Stocklist, where we basically talk about individual stocks, individual companies. We break them down and sort of tell you whether we would buy it or we wouldn't buy it.
Do you DM people?
Nah, we don't do that. We don't do that.
Trading tips.
Look. At the end of the day, we're not here to take your money to sell you something.
Are you sure?
All we're doing is giving you information.
I'm tired of these forex traders DMing me classes. Oh, get rich. I invested £300. I got 10 bags.
I got 10 bags. Yeah, I got one the other day, bro, and I said to him, "Why don't you give me your money?" And they're telling me I should give me your money.
Try to reverse it on them.
Bro.
That's dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, man. So that's what it is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Muggsy, you got anything you want to say? Uzi?
Said it all, mate.
I thought I was gonna get the most out of you, bro.
Honestly.
I thought I was gonna get the
But
most out
remember,
of
you
you.
know me and you with like,
we talk about
they're
stuff
hearing
anyway.
certain
Yeah, which is
things
why we
first
thought
time.
he was gonna get the most out of you.
No, but you lot are the ones that most of the stuff he's telling you I know already. So
He taught you what you know.
Exactly.
There you
Well,
go.
my final question is, since you're doing ready photography, when will you marry?
Soon, bro. Don't worry. Soon. Yeah.
Ask him.
Are you engaged?
Ask him about that. When will you marry? So don't ask him.
I can ask him. He does photography.
Ask him when will you marry?
He's the guest.
In Jesus' name.
When will you marry?
One day.
When will you marry?
One day,
I'm
in
praying,
Jesus'
bro. We're all
name.
praying for you, bro. Trust me. We're
Man, we're all praying for him.
We're all praying for ourselves,
We're
innit?
doing
everyone's
fasting
praying
and prayer for him.
Yeah, man.
So,
Yeah, him.
listen, man, it's been a good episode.
Very
Those great
dope
moments.
episode.
Check them out. We'll
Yeah.
put their details in the bio. Those great moments. Those great moments. They do
Yeah, I know.
weddings.
The name is a bit mad, innit? That's
I love it,
I'm gonna
though. I like
rebrand
it.
to just TGM. Keep it simple.
Yeah, yeah,
TGM. Yeah.
Those great moments. It's hard.
Those great moments. You do weddings.
Yeah. Predominantly.
Houses. You said
So
properties,
the
your
actual
properties.
structure of the business is we're registered officially as Estate Framed Limited, yeah?
Okay.
But Those Great Moments, it's a sub-brand.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Conglomerate.
the estate side is the
Estate Framed is
property.
the legal...
Like
all
them
of
man.
that. Yeah. Fam. Yeah, Estate Framed, that was the property photography.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was,
Now,
yeah.
then you-
But-
okay,
So,
that's
so
dope.
if someone asks you what
sub-brand,
you're
yeah.
into, what do you...
I'm into photography like Uzi and them, man.
I'm into photography like them, man, innit?
But I'm into tech, fam.
What, into tech?
Yeah, bro.
What, like Marvin and them, man.
I'm into BTC.
Oh my gosh.
That was funny. Sorry, no, the way
nah.
you said BTC.
It's been a good episode, man. So yeah, follow Those Great Moments.
Thank you.
We'll put your personal Instagram details there. Obviously, he's into Forex. You know, if you want to get
Fam, I'm not into Forex, bro. I've never done Forex in my life,
No,
bro.
I'm joking, I'm
Them
joking.
forex guys there. We
No,
caught one of
joking.
them lacking.
Nah.
No, but
not me.
appreciate having you on, man.
always a pleasure.
Honestly, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Do you know what I mean? Let us know what you think about these tips. Will you start your own business? What business would you start? If you need any advice, I'm sure
More than happy.
Ian will be happy to give you any advice.
DM.
You know what I mean? Follow us on Insta, In My Opinion Podcast UK. Same for Facebook. Twitter is IMOPod UK. We are on Apple and Spotify. And yeah, man, support the thing. Support the thing. Get us some subscribers. And we're out. Peace.
Out. Peace.